Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dylan.
I'm Elle.
And we both love soup.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Close out of season 2.
Yeah.
The podcast that was born on New Year's.
Oh, yeah, that's
It's
right.
been 2
A year
years.
ago? Oh, 2 years
2
ago.
years.
Wow.
2 years.
Yeah.
But man, 2025 sucked.
Sucked.
If there was a drink that represented 2025, I think it would be colonoscopy prep. Seriously, the year, I mean, we knew it was going to start bad with
Trump being
with
in office.
maggots getting in office. Never could have predicted the shit show that was this year politically.
And I feel like what are we, 2 weeks? 2 weeks?
It hasn't even been a year.
2 weeks into
That he's been in office,
January,
yeah.
and I feel like we're already... It's a massive shit show. This woman, the
murdering
woman just got
people.
shot, and it's just like, just to give you a perspective of where we are in the year. It's already gross and disgusting, and I'm
And a lot of stuff has gotta go on this year, and
we're still looking for the big beautiful obituary and or impeachment. One or the other.
But we were
We'll
thinking
take
about the past year, and so as crappy as it was, I mean, just monumental things. I mean, you lost your mom.
Lost my
Raven.
cat. Yeah,
we
I know.
lost Greg.
Yep.
We lost our freedom and democracy, and I mean, we were trying to think about some bright spots. So, what would you say was one of your bright spots?
My brightest spot, I think, was I feel like I was really. My health was pretty good this year. I mean, I definitely had some lows. My body's always going to fight me and whatever. But I feel like, I mean, especially during the summer, I was having some really good days.
Yeah, you had that one setback that put you back about
I had a
6
little
weeks,
setback,
but that also introduced you to something that's making you feel a lot
Yeah,
better.
I have this drug that they prescribed about, I don't think it was about May or June or whatever. And I can't remember the name of it now. It's a drug they put.
I want to say methotrexone, but it's not that. It's it ends in own.
Naltrexone, something like that. Anyway, they give it to opiate addicts to help them with pain, to wean them off of opiates, and it has no opiate in it. It's not an addictive thing, but it's been. I think it's good for me. I think it's been helping. So yay me. What about you? What's your?
I don't know. I'm having to dig deep. My job had changed significantly.
I know you had a lot of was last year.
Yeah, but I will say, I feel like my team is getting some stability. There was a little bit of ups and downs there with the potential of a couple people at trading, but I have a small but mighty team that I think we genuinely like each other. Our biggest frustrations are other people not doing what they should be doing and us going, what the heck?
Yeah.
That's your job. Why aren't you doing that? And feeling like, why are we the only ones who care type thing. So liking my team, I'm about to be off now for a couple weeks.
But that's kind of new. Like what was last year's up? Was that, you consider that a last year
because
up?
I guess
we are only
it was
2
like
weeks.
6 months into it. So that job switch happened for me in March.
And you were so bummed out about it. I remember.
Yes. I mean, I was like, borderline thinking is, do I just leave this job? Can I possibly rebuild?
Yeah.
And I don't have that kind of negativity toward it at all. Because I really enjoy. I got to meet one of my team members last week. They were in town for a vacation in San Diego in La Jolla. Went out to lunch with them, and they're adorable little girls, and it was just nice. I was starting to feel that connection that I'd had with my other team members who I'd been with for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
And such. So I felt like in November I was really that was gelling for me. I took that cruise vacation. It was the longest vacation I took off. Starting this year is going to be interesting for me though, because one of the negatives of December was I had gone.
You were going to physical therapy. This is what kind of brought this on,
yeah,
right?
what kind of brought it on? Well, it started when I had that little bike crash, and then
I went over a year ago.
And then I had an X-ray, and they were kind of like, your hips. Let's look at this again. Sent me to physical therapy. Saw the X-ray, and they said, "Girl, no PT is going to help you."
For people who have never met Dylan in person or have never seen her walk. She walks like, you have a stick up your ass. You do. And I used to attribute it to
being heavy.
Like when you were heavy, but when you lost the weight, you still walk.
Turns
like a
out
fat
my
person.
family has shitty hips. My brother had a hip replacement at 32.
Yeah,
my mom had one when she was younger. And I am getting my hips replaced.
So next week,
on Wednesday, 4 days from now, I am getting my right side done, and then I'm getting my left side. And at first, in December, when I first found out that, I had a couple cry in the shower fests. Like,
You were kind of like, am I hip replacement old? Is that
Yeah,
it is like, wow, that's definitely an old
Right?
thing.
That's
But you do have it in your family, so
and
that
it
you
runs
gotta
in our family.
Gotta remember
And
that.
So there may be so many of these other things, because when the orthopedic looked at my X-rays, the first thing he said when he looked at me, he's like, "Stand up." You know, I had my legs kind of crossed. And he goes, "How are you even doing that?" He goes, "Stand up." He goes, "So what painkillers are you on to get through the day?" I said, "None." And he kind of looked at me. He's like, "Nothing? You don't even take?" I go, "No." He goes, how are you functioning? He goes, "Look at this X-ray. How are you functioning? This is like beyond bone on bone. Look at this little hook." I go, "Yeah, it clicks when I walk." He goes, "And that doesn't hurt?"
See, and I think you just have done it for so long. It's
And
been that way
I
for so
think
long.
it's become one of those. So after I got over the little pity party of, oh my God, I'm 58 years old and I'm getting my hips replaced, became maybe this is like such a turning point. And,
maybe it'll be a good thing.
Or maybe nothing will change. I don't know. But modern technology has it being much easier than even my brother's surgery. They come in from the front. It's outpatient.
Yeah, I
Zach
know.
is dropping
The fact
me off
that
at 7.
You're coming home that night is just crazy.
At 5 o'clock. Not even like we're going to be there 7 hours.
yeah.
Oh, so anyway, I'm doing the one, and then 4 weeks later, come in post-op, and then they're going to book me for my next one, provided nothing. The biggest risk they have with it, they say, is blood clots.
Yeah.
But he kept
But
saying, you're so much younger.
And then you also don't even have
no history of that.
Yeah, you have no history of
I'm
any
not
of
on
that.
blood. I have no other medications. They kept asking me.
Knock where some wood.
Yeah,
knock on wood.
that was
But
one of the other
I
things.
feel like it's going to be nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing for you. Which
Normally,
is great.
you could tell the materials they're handing me for this are obviously normally people are much older.
Right.
And just, oh, we don't have to talk about that. Oh, yeah, no, we don't have to talk about that. But, oh my gosh, is it humbling when your walker and your elevated toilet seat arrive.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, geez.
But now imagine doing this 80 pounds heavier. Like, that's the other thing. It's like you're going to have to be able to lift your weight up onto that walker from the toilet and things like that. I don't think you would have been able to do that 2 years ago or whatever.
But they're letting me go home partially because I have a fabulous caregiver. Normally, if I was being released to, say, a person if you were 70-year-old and you're being released only to a 70-year-old, no, they keep you in. The fact that I've got my 35-year-old son is my driver and my caregiver.
I mean, Zach is going to be the slave.
Yeah.
Slave labor.
They're like, oh, what kind of help do you have at home? And I said, oh, I have good help. And they're like, is it your spouse? I said, oh, no, it's my 35-year-old son. They're like, okay, we're good. You can go home that night.
Oh, that's good.
Because they know that I'm not having, the blind leading the blind type thing.
Right.
So I think I'm in a good place now. There was a couple of weeks there I was just like, wow, just flat out wow.
Yeah. And I had some of that too because I was doing so well during the summer. Oh, I lost like 20 pounds last year. And that was that's a big bonus.
Yeah, because that's a big percent.
And then, so I was doing so good during the summertime, and then I had this other setback and gained weight back, and not all of it, but like some of it back. And I went through a huge depression because I was like, it was just...
This is the best it's going to get.
Exactly. It really was that.
The Billy Crystal line.
The Billy Crystal line. This is the best I'm going to look. This is the best I'm going to feel. This is the best I'm going to do, and it ain't that great. Yeah, that's City Slickers. But I definitely... Sorry, I'm taking my coat off.
Yeah.
I'm hot flashing. Speaking of annoying things, so yeah, that was depressing, but it was also like now I feel like I'm back on track again. And
you got your new bike.
I got my new bike. But that was a this year thing, not last year.
But I mean, it was because your mom's estate settled, and you knew when you got the estate that you would spend that to honor her and honoring her with a bicycle.
Yeah.
So
my mom biked until she was 90, and she loved biking, and I biked with her in a lot of places. And yeah, so for me, I mean, my other bike is a really nice bike, a carbon fiber, gravel bike. This is the first nice road bike I've ever bought for myself. I mean, even the bike I rode across the country on was a $200 bike I bought on eBay or something, And it was a decent bike, but
Can you imagine going across the country in this bike that age with the electronic shifting?
Yeah,
oh my God. This thing is
this
light
has
as a
everything.
feather.
Has a shock on the
You can
front
lift it
fork.
with one arm.
It's like there's so many things.
Sweet
on this.
ride you get to try tomorrow.
Yeah, we get to play.
So that's a big thing.
So yeah. Anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was.
Yeah, I'm trying. Like I said, 2025. I really have a hard time. I mean, Zach and I we had a great trip. out.
You had a couple good trips.
Out east. We had the cruise with Miranda.
I had some fun trips back home. I went back for a couple weddings to Wisconsin, and then one of the weddings we also tacked on the funeral, which was, believe it or not,
celebration
actually
of life.
Sort of fun. Except that the weather was so shit. Or no, there was some reason. Why was it? There was some reason a lot of people didn't make it. Why? It wasn't weather.
Strike. Air traffic controllers.
The ATC strike.
Thank you, maggots.
Yeah, thanks, Mega. Anyway, so one of my nieces that I haven't seen forever, I missed out on seeing, and then one of my nieces that I will see soon, hopefully, didn't make it as well. Like, a lot of people didn't make it because of this stupid.
Yeah.
Then people had trouble getting home from it and everything else. But it was great to see everybody. I got to spend a lot of time with family this year.
To
which
see
was
so
good.
many things. When you look back, so many things to this administration were just absolute garbage.
Yeah.
So much despair happening.
Yep.
And all. But so we're going to close the door on 2025 and look to 2026. I know you've kind of set some. We were talking about, what are our dreams for 2026? And your answer we were talking about was bike.
Bike. Yeah, like she said, 3 goals for 2026, and mine is like bike. I really want to make this the year of the bike. It's the year of the horse, but I feel like I've got a carbon fiber horse. So I really want to bike a lot. I want to get fit. I want to be healthy. It all kind of revolves around the bike. It revolves around my back, revolves around the bike, because the more I bike, the thinner I am, the healthier I feel, the more possibility that I am going to do yoga afterwards and get in the sauna. Oh, we got a sauna for Christmas.
Yeah, you've been doing health things.
Something else we do. So yeah, like just health. And
see, mine is I'm about to be laid up a little bit, even though they have you literally walking hours after. I'm not going to be able to get back on a non-stationary bike for several weeks. And then as soon as I'm able to get back on for the one side, they're going to be doing the other side. So there's going to be a good probably 8 to 9 weeks where I can't ride outside.
Right. So you got a Peloton again.
Yeah, I bought it. So originally when I got a Peloton, they were like $2,500. I got it in 2020 when the pandemic it came. I bought the exact same bike.
Yeah.
With so few miles on it.
Because you had sold it, realizing you didn't really use it that much.
Now the pandemic was over and what have you. I bought the exact same bike for $250.
Yeah.
Went to someone's house. They were happy as clams to have it gone. So it's back. And then I'm back
because I have to say, I do not enjoy riding indoors. I know it's a little different on a Peloton because you have the screen and it gives you little goals and yada, yada.
And it's all I'm going to be able to do.
But I got on my spin bike the other day just because out of desperation. We've had a lot of rain here, so it's been hard to get on the bike. But I got on the spin bike. And it was just like, oh my God, how long have I been at? 10 minutes? Okay. Yeah. I can hang in for another 5. Okay, 15 minutes? All right, I can hang for another 5. That's how you have to break it down. One more song. I'll do one more song. And I managed to be on the bike for 30 minutes. But that's like nothing in the scheme of things. The only thing is what's interesting, and I know we talked about this because you noticed it too. On the spin bike, you're not putting out, it doesn't feel like you're putting out a lot of energy, and that's the fat burning level. Like the level you're supposed to bike at is really kind of mellow.
Yeah.
Like that's the fat burning level. Because I had my watch on and I was like, this is nothing. I don't feel like I'm even moving. It's very different than riding your bike around here, which is all up or all downhill.
Especially since you can control that it's consistent, right? Here you're going up, you're going down.
Right. And the difference is, I guess, on the spin bike, you are moving the whole time. You cannot coast. There's no coasting. But I don't know. It was weird for me because I just felt like I'm barely moving and this is fat burn mode.
So mine is going to be to restore my health with my hips. I won't be able to play pickleball for months.
Yeah, that's going to be a bummer.
That's going to be a good 4 months.
Maybe I'll catch up to you then.
Yeah, I won't. I can't fly for a while, so that means I'm not going to be able to go to baby shower, and then I'm concerned because my dad's health is taking another
cousin's
turn.
Baby shower, right, in Chicago.
Yeah. And my dad's health. He had
and
another
you really
fall.
should go back. And now it's like, that sucks.
Yeah, that's going to be. And then I don't know. Did we podcast since? I don't think we did. My dad's sister passed away at the end of last year and doesn't have a will. Everyone out here, public service announcement.
Get a will.
Please have a will, even
and
if it's a piece of paper, or just take the 2 hours it takes to be with a lawyer to get a will, a power of attorney, and some indication of what all the accounts that you have are.
Yeah.
So this was literally none of that information, and we are having to hunt and peck, finding storage units, finding accounts, hiring an attorney to do that. It's going to have to go through probate. It is a hot mess. And when you go through probate, they get their pound of flesh. It's the awful way to go. And we're guessing at what her wishes would be. And
based on conversations you had.
Right.
Before
Fortunately. But, she had told me she was going to meet with a lawyer. We all thought she had met with a lawyer, but no, she procrastinated. My dad hasn't done it either. And now we are scrambling
because
to get
he's
a
now
lawyer
losing
because
his marbles.
He's on his last leg. I mean, legitimately. And we're hoping that this lawyer, even though right now my dad should not be agreeing to anything legal, but that he understands that this is in his best interest, because otherwise we're going to be in the same thing with my dad.
At least just a power of attorney. That the minimal thing that anybody should do is the medical and financial power of attorney.
He also doesn't have a DNR. And my dad told me 8 years ago, if he knew what his state was right now, in a diaper and everything happening, he'd be like, you promised me you'd never let me get this
I know.
way.
I had that same conversation with my mom. Unfortunately, this is the thing, is like everybody, we all say that.
Yeah.
Don't ever let me get that way. If you do not physically take yourself out, you will get to the point where your brain does not know that you wanted to take yourself out. So there you have it, folks. There's my public service announcement. Take yourself out before it's too late.
Yeah, in some way, shape, or form. And so that's all been weighing heavy on me. So everything about 2025 has just been, I'm hoping 26, like all that will resolve.
The year of the horse is supposed to be much more positive. The snake was slithery and icky.
Strength and
we're really supposed to be, this is supposed to be a much better year for us. All we need is just this administration.
Oh my gosh,
the
midterm elections can't come fast enough. I know it's the end of the year.
When is it, May?
No, it's later than that. It's like November.
When are the midterms?
Yes.
Oh, is it? I thought they were in.
No.
I thought that's what midterm meant.
Well, midterm, it's like into 2 years of the
term.
4-year term. It's actually November.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So we got unless the big beautiful blood clot takes over.
Yeah.
So that's weighing heavy. But so 2026 for me is kind of like rebalance. I think would be the best thing. Literally, kind of walk straight, just rebalancing a lot of things.
Yeah, we didn't come up with the words. Is that your word? I didn't really come up with a word for myself.
And I've been playing with a couple different ones, and rebalance on there. And
I think I had one, but now I can't remember what it was. Rolling,
restore. I think restore was another, and I kind of need to restore myself. But so a couple other things we were talking about too is. I was reading things to try to improve my mood, and it said, try to think of a new small habit that you want to do. And I chose, I've been reading a lot about the power of the first thing you do in the morning, the absolute first thing. Don't go feed the dog. Don't drink a large glass of water.
Which
and
I
for
do.
you, that's what you do. You're overhydrated.
I'm overhydrated.
I am chronically dehydrated.
I literally took this. So I bought these things at Christmas time called Vivoo, Vivoo. It was one of those Herkle-Durkling things that I bought. And it basically, you pee on a strip that has all these little colors, and then you have the app, and then you take the screenshot of the little pee stick, and it tells you, are you good enough water? What's your potassium? What's your electrolytes? All of that stuff. And it was really interesting because I am overhydrated, which makes me low in sodium, which if anybody who knows me knows I'm a salt addict. I mean,
much more than sugar.
I literally
eat
like
addict.
half a bag of sunflower seeds in the shell.
A full bucket of popcorn.
And a full bucket of popcorn every time I eat it. Every day I eat excessive salt. But I also drink so much water and so many liquids that I just flush everything out of my system. So I found out that is not a good thing. I always thought there's no such thing as being overhydrated.
You can't be too thin or too rich. You can be too hydrated.
You can be too hydrated. I found that out the hard way. So I got to work on that one. But.
So that's a habit I'm going to try to start every morning with.
Mine is I have these little weights by my bed, and I always have, and I just look at them and go, they guilt me. But I have decided. It doesn't take too much to just do even one set. Yeah, one set of like 5 different weight exercises. We're waving our arms around. You can't see us. And then I keep seeing these videos of these, like, I don't know what they're called. It's like a yoga move, but like you're... and you kind of like lift your arms up in the air and then you drop them down. And you lift your arms up. And I try to do that in the morning, but I haven't been very good at that one.
I've been another one of those Herkle-Durkling kind of things. all the rage right now, of course, are weighted vests for walking and vibration plates.
Yeah, I don't like the vibration plates. They make me itch.
It's probably for lymphatic drainage.
You either love them or you hate them. I am on the hate side on those. I watch people on videos and they say the same thing I do. I can't stand for 5 seconds on it. It drives me crazy.
I've been trolling Facebook Goods to see if someone like you maybe bought one and is willing to ditch it. I'm kind of looking into that.
What was the other thing? Vibration plate, and what was the other one?
Weighted vest.
Oh, the weighted. Did you have the Holderness?
The Holderness family.
Weighted
vest. Weighted vest. I did it to the Be Our Guest from
Be Our Guest.
Beast.
Yeah, weighted vest. That was their videos.
So creative. They deserve every dollar they get.
They absolutely do.
Get for,
and they also just seem like really good people. Like we would hang out with them. I feel like they would be.
I listened to their podcast. You know, she recently put her daughter away to put her daughter down to college, and so many things she talked about, even though it was over a decade for me.
If you're not listening or watching the Holderness family, find them. They're just hilarious.
Something.
He does he's basically a who's the singer, the parodies music.
Oh, he's a Weird Al Yankovic.
He's a Weird Al Yankovic fan, and he's basically become Weird Al Yankovic. Like he does
their mahjong one that he does to the thong song is hysterical.
Mahjong, thong. Oh my God, they have a million.
And every week
the leftovers. Did you watch the leftovers after Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
so
they're just
many
hysterical
fun and relatable
and she's going through all the same hot flashes, and
she's an introvert, so she talks about peopling and how you need to take a break from peopling.
They get invited out to dinner at 8:30, and she's like, I'm in bed. That's Jamie. That's no bra time. I'm like, I can totally relate to that, man. So we were supposed to, with New Year's Eve, we came over here on New Year's Eve. I'm like, this is way past my bedtime. I'm sorry.
We made it to the New York one, 9:00, and then we tapped.
Yeah, we tapped out. Can't do it.
So another thing that's recommended is to pick a space that you commonly look at and totally declutter it. So don't think like, I'm going to declutter this linen closet that you look at not very often. Find something that is constantly in your view and really, really declutter it. And so, I tackled, we're going to be tackling our freezer. I bought some organizers. I ordered Amazon things to help us with the freezer because we have one of those pull-out drawers.
Right.
And then I also, tackled my makeup area because every day I'm looking at that.
Yeah.
And I'm a fanatic with lip shit. I buy all.
I do too.
I have so much lip shit. I use it all,
my liption.
but I need to, thin the herd. I went and thinned the herd with some old mascaras, and
I need to thin the herd. I have reorganized and organized my makeup drawer over and over and over again. I did do the drawer in the kitchen that contains not the crap, but the actual tools. Yeah. Not the silverware, but the
garlic press,
all of that shit. And because ours was like, you open it and then that damn potato masher, gets stuck in the drawer every time.
I think Holderness family does a thing about.
I think they did too. Like every time you try to open this drawer, something gets hung up. So I actually went and I buy these balsa wood, like, because it's the easiest thing to cut and cut it with and I assembled little things that fit all the things, and
we should do. Ours is pretty bad, right, Zach?
Yeah,
it's like super bad.
I finally broke down and actually bought a bamboo one for the silverware because we had a plastic one, but it only had like 4 drawers, and this one like spreads out and it's much nicer.
I'm going to continue to do my, keep my mind strong thing. I think I'm going to switch off of Duolingo onto a better Spanish app.
I've heard that there is better ones. Yeah.
When I'm laid up here for a couple days, I think I'm going to spend some time and find a better one. Duolingo is I've been doing it now for 771 straight days or whatever. I am not that much better. For, committing 5-10 minutes a day, I should be better. So I think I'm going to look into something there. I continue to do the little mind game ones. You printed out I ordered like a mahjong strategy book. Yeah. So I'm going to continue to do that.
You're really into the mahjong, and I don't know. It's a long game, and I just don't.
And I'm actually fine with that.
I don't want to sit there for 3 hours. I just can't sit there. My back starts to hurt. I just not comfortable. Yeah. I need something else. I need to figure out my mental thing. I feel like I've done. And I was disappointed with my mental shit last year because I read half as many books, and I think that has to do.
You did learn American Mahjong.
I did learn Mahjong.
You don't like it.
I don't love it. I think I do attribute the reason that I read half as many books is because I'm taking ashwanga. And if anybody's having trouble falling asleep or staying asleep, I really recommend ashwanga because I have tried, what's the other one they always, melatonin and all of that other shit. And nothing works as well as ashwanga. It's also supposed to help calm your nerves in terms of like pain and things like that. I'm really enjoying it. It doesn't.
It means you have less time in bed to read.
But it means I have less time in bed because normally I will read like almost half a book every night. I was very prolific. And this year I only read like 52 books? I think I read 120 something last year, and I read 50 something this year.
Still a lot of books.
So yeah, I read basically one a week this year. And it wasn't enough. But yeah, I still have the goal to play an instrument, and that would be a good mental thing if I can just get off my ass and do it. I don't know.
Well, you're gonna be on your ass biking, so
I know. Well,
you have to bike.
Yeah, I know. That's the struggle is real. Okay, what else?
All right, so
Jaws clicking. That's something I'd like to get
we
fixed.
actually just got back. So speaking of mental things, we went and did what I'm going to call one of our top 3 escape rooms.
Absolutely.
Not because of our performance. Our performance I'm going to give was mid. And it was mid because there was once again we did some things where it's like, oh crap.
Yeah, why didn't we get that? Well, I was my bad.
But then there was other ones
but
too.
I had some good things. I figured out the string around the thing. I figured out a lot of things.
It was a great escape room.
It was
if you're ever in
great
San
escape room.
Diego, there's actually anywhere in the country, there's an app called Morty. We've talked about. Morty lists every escape room out there and people's rankings. This one was highly rated on Morty. We've been dying to do it, so we drove 45 minutes to get to this escape room in San Diego. And 100% worth it. If you're anywhere in this area, they have 2 rooms there right now. The black and white room, which we did a year ago, that we spoke highly of.
Very good.
Yeah, that I think would be in our top 3.
Yeah.
And this one, absolutely.
And then
fabulous.
we always finish up because it's right there in Mira Mesa, which is all the breweries.
And we went to White Labs Brewery,
which is that's who brews the yeast for almost all of the breweries in the country and some around the world.
Yeah.
Like they are a huge yeast brewer. Like my brother who brews beer gets his yeast from White Labs, even though he lives in New Mexico.
So that's our drink of the day.
Yeah,
we went to White Labs and we went and got Hefeweizen.
I had a cream. It was a cream beer, and I was
and
like,
Zach got an IPA.
Yeah, mine was a really nice.
How you enjoying the IPA there, Zach?
Good.
Thumbs up on the IPA.
My beer was excellent. Yeah, it was lovely.
So we enjoyed White Labs and then some pizza and some garlic knots and
played some Uno.
Played some Uno while we were sitting there. We had to relearn.
None of us could remember how to play Uno. But all right.
We did over Christmas. Played a new game at Miranda's. Miranda did a fabulous job hosting Christmas. She's not with us today. I think she's recovering from all of her social activities.
Yeah,
and she went and protested today also.
Yeah, today they were doing another protest at the Duck Pond.
At the Duck Pond.
Which is where they protest in our town.
Yeah. So we played a game. So we had, 12 people at our house. And, what do you do when you have 12 people of varying ages and varying abilities? And it's this game called Ito, I-T-O. You can get it on Amazon. You can order it directly from them. And it's an interesting game because it's not about individuals winning.
And yes, we know we're supposed to be boycotting Amazon, but we're not very good at that. Okay, continue.
Exactly. Yeah. You can get it directly from Ito, or the company. And it's about the collective winning. So it's a very Borg-esque thing. How will the collective do?
The collective.
And but it was very enjoyable. We all loved it because you could hear different ways people described it. It's essentially almost like a spectrum game. So you have one at the end, the extreme, the 2 extremes, and then you have a topic, and then you have a number, and then you have to describe something that along the timeline would get the group to agree where it belonged.
Oh, interesting.
Without knowing everyone else's. And I'm not doing a very good job explaining it.
No, you're not.
Once you play it, right, Zach? Once you play it, it makes sense. And it was fun. So here you had people that were 70 and people that were, 30, and it was a great group game.
Excellent.
Highly recommend it. We'll have to show you guys when you come. So yeah, drink of the show. We enjoyed our White Labs. Soup of the show. So for New Year's, we did our usual. We had soup night. So Elle brought her vegetarian chili.
It was really good. It's just basically, vegetable soup, but I threw in a little veggie meat and some beans, and that makes it chili. And I added a little spice, had a little kick to it.
I'm going to give Huggy a little treat here. He's looking at me.
Oh, I forgot about you.
Yeah.
He was so quiet over there. The little chinchilla.
These are a little tough. Sorry, buddy. Oh, he gave you all these. I have to go to... Oh, wait, there's another one. There's another one. Crunchy sticks. Crunchy sticks.
He looks fat. Is he fat? Fatter than normal?
He's
Svelte.
he's
He has
prob-
lived a long time,
he's
that
probably
chinchilla.
the fittest chinchilla. Because, I mean, this wheel, I think I've talked about before, is the greatest chinchilla wheel in the world. If you go to a pet store, you see all these crappy plastic wheels. We have a steel with ball bearings wheel, and this chin...
On a steel wheel.
How many
he
miles a week
runs.
do you think he runs, Zach? He
wow.
probably runs 5 miles, so he can eat everything he
I
wants.
totally forgot he was there. Sometimes he squeaks at us, but he's been very
he's
quiet.
very healthy chinchilla.
I got a little Stella pets today, but and she does the same thing that Crow does to me. It's like pet me,
Pet me,
like
and
almost
then-
frenzied. Pet me,
and
pet me,
then,
pet me.
okay, I'm good.
And I petted and I petted and I petted, and she kept turning around and giving me her head, pet, 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 pet. And then eventually she was like, bah!
Yeah,
so
I'm
she
done.
she doesn't
There's-
like it.
there's
yeah.
a time
There's
limit to
a
the
limit
petting.
to her. I want pets, but she is such a cute little round orange.
She's very
blob.
round.
She's very fat. I'm sorry, you guys. You have a fat cat.
So, book recommendation. I don't know that you read this one yet, so I think this is all me. It's not a super new book. It's called The Correspondent by Virginia Evans, and it is told entirely from her letters that she is writing to people. So,
Oh, I think somebody else was telling me about this. Yeah.
and it
Isn't
was,
it on the top list for a lot of
It
people's
is.
book
A
club?
lot of people are, because
Yeah.
it's such a unique perspective. And at first, you hear about, how is this going to be sustainable? And it's
I think I was going to suggest that for book club.
Yeah,
but
I would highly suggest it. And it's a woman in the twilight of her life, and she has some regrets. She has ex-husband, and it's really, it captivated me, and I was prepared to not like it.
Oh,
but
really?
Yeah, because I was like, okay, it's on the top of everyone's book list. A lot of people put things on top of their book list to seem educated, but I was thinking it was going to be, phony baloney. It wasn't. It was very good. It deserves all the accolades it's getting.
I did just pick up the other book by the same writer who wrote something Addie LaRue.
Oh, right.
Secret
Yeah.
Life of Addie LaRue or whatever. It's the newer one, or
That's
maybe it's
being
the older
made
one.
into a movie.
The Addie LaRue one is,
Yeah,
and
that
so
one.
we're very excited about some of the movies that are coming out.
We got Remarkably Bright Creatures is coming out. Of course, Hail Mary.
Hail Mary.
We've
Can't wait.
decided the night that opens. Usually movies open on Thursday night. We are going to pre-buy tickets.
Yeah,
we
going.
are going to go to that movie. Zach, Elle, and I are going to Project Hail Mary. It is my most look forward to. I am also looking forward to, and I don't remember the name, Zach, help me, the movie that's almost like Babe, where the sheep have to solve the murder of their shepherd, and the shepherd is Hugh Jackman.
I've never heard this. I don't know. Yeah, I know.
Am I dream this? Did I just dream up a? No, it is. It's a legitimate movie.
Because you
It's
said
coming
Hugh
out.
Jackman. It's got to be somebody.
And it's a live action, so it's going to be a lot like Babe. And so you see the sheep, much like the sheep in Babe, and their shepherd gets murdered, and they seek to solve who murdered the shepherd.
I'm so curious
I'm
because
really
I don't remember
excited about that
ever
one.
hearing anything about it or whatever.
And then what was it?
Oh, the other one that's coming out is The Seven Husbands of.
Oh, Evelyn Hugo.
I don't think that's coming out for a while.
Yeah.
And then I just read the next or the pre-book to The Hunger Games, the one that's about the Woody Harrelson character.
Oh, when he
was in the
Hamish.
Hunger Hamish. And I thought that movie was actually coming out sooner. It's not coming out until November, and I just finished it. And now it kind of prompted me, and I'm rereading The Hunger Games. So. Because I bought the Addie LaRue. I can't think about
so it's a couple of really good. There was one other one in the latest previews that we were excited about. Zach, what was it? I am drawing a blank.
I know,
now.
me too. I'm trying to think of one of the ones we just went and saw. What did we just see?
Oh, Marty.
Marty McFly.
Yeah,
No,
Marty
that's
the ping pong player.
Marty Supreme, which was good but depressing and sort of weird.
Yeah.
And I'm not
like
sure.
I was actually rooting against Marty.
Yes, you don't really. He's
not a good
very
human.
not a very good person.
But I mean that.
But a really interesting story, interesting show, interesting movie.
Yeah, we kind of have a movie drought right now, but
yeah.
January is known for the movie drought.
Yeah.
So Zach's pulled it up.
When you guys went to a
other
bunch
thing we
without
have
me.
coming up here right after this podcast,
I know,
is we are watching the Chicago Bears play the Green Bay Packers.
I have my Packer shirt on.
And
She's
I've
got her Bears.
my Jim McMahon Bears shirt on, and we are going to
watch the game.
Hopefully it's a good game. The poor Ducks yesterday got spanked by IU, but I have to
such
say,
an ugly game.
Indiana, I mean, they're just having a Cinderella season. Props to them. They have the Heisman winner. It was fabulous. Ducks beat themselves.
This game is going to be interesting because
we're 1-1 and we each have hurt.
we're both
our
kind
defense is battered, your offense is battered.
Yeah.
It
will be interesting.
And it's in Chicago, so we have home team advantage.
Oh,
and,
do you? I did not know.
Yeah.
Although anywhere in the Midwest, I always feel like our teams have an advantage. Like when they're playing the southern states.
But I mean, just knowing that there's going to be more Bear fans there. I mean, just the whole fan vibe.
Yeah.
But so that's going to be exciting.
It's nice to be able to watch it. See, we get shut out from watching the Midwestern games.
So unless you have like the NFL Red Zone, we wind up having to do,
even when it's on channels we get, like
they'll black
we
us
get
out.
Peacock, so we get and we get Prime, so we get ABC and we get NBC. But as soon as it's a game that's on one of those channels, we end up having to watch the stupid West Coast games, and it's just so frustrating. So thank God we're in the playoffs and we get to actually watch this game on whatever channel it's on, Prime, I think.
So my song that I picked for no other reason other than I love this band, and every time a song comes on by them, I usually go, oh man, I need to listen to more of that, is Let Me Go by Cake.
And mine is Queen. I want to ride my bicycle. Oh, and for John, if you're listening, I got a specialized Roubaix expert. So that's my bike.
In a dove gray color.
It's a very pretty dove gray.
Whitish,
she's Ghost. I'm calling her Ghost.
Got to name our stuff.
Yeah.
And then my thought to end of the show is actually a new word, much like we learned Herkle-Durkle a couple of months ago. This word, snerdle, snerdle. It means to wrap up cozily beneath the covers and hold the day off for just a little bit longer.
I do that every day.
Savoring warmth, comfort, and the slow moments before stepping into the world. Yeah. Snerdle.
I snerdle every day.
I would say my favorite part of the day is snerdling. Yeah, like the dogs wake me up super early, want to do their potty, and then just coming back up. It's like, okay, I don't quite yet have to start the day, and just it's still dark out. And
Casey drove up to the project yesterday. Was that yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Yeah. And I snerdled quite a lot. It's hard for me to snerdle when Casey's already up and working.
You get a little judgment?
I get a little judgment. He's like, have you fed the cat yet? I'm like, the cat doesn't need to be fed. He's asleep next to me.
Yeah.
He guilts me.
Well, that's going to be probably, I'd say, the most challenging part of my recovery is going to be dog management, because these dogs are, to me, like Velcro. They sleep with me, they jump on me, I feed them, they get up, and they are going to have to be away from me for probably about 4 days, especially the
I don't think Riker's going to handle that.
Riker, I think, he doesn't jump on me, right, buddy? So I think he's going to be allowed more time, but Rory comes bounding into the room.
He's still got a lot of puppy in him, that
and
Rory pup.
So Zach's gonna have his work cut out for him in keeping the dogs happy. So what I started doing is, yes, you get to get up in the morning and go pee-pees, but normally I would feed them breakfast. Now I made them wait this morning till 8:30 for their breakfast, Zach. Were they happy? No. But they're not starving.
No.
Rory needs to lose some weight. Riker
he's doing good.
Is perfect.
Actually, he felt skinny.
No, I think he's doing good. He's Tell her you're feeling good. Feeling good.
Okay. I'm wrong.
All right.
Well, I'm Elle.
And I'm Dylan. And we both love soup.
Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.